All right, we're going to start part 3 of these 50s, 45s. Give you an idea what's left. Jeff Barry, The Face from Space. We talked about this earlier when I talked about the other video. B-side is Lonely Lips. Another Pat Boone. On dot, Speedy Gonzales, followed by The Locket. Buckman and Goodman, The Flying Saucer Part 1 and Part 2. Buckman and Goodman, Flying Saucer the Second, backed with Martian Melody. On Columbia, we have Jimmy Boyd, excuse me. I've got those Wake Up 7:30, Wash Your Ears, They're Dirty, Eat Your Eggs and Oatmeal, Rush to School Blues. That's a big title. The B-side is called Jelly on My Head. Here's another one by Jimmy Boyd, along with Frankie Laine. It's For Little Piggy Bank, backed with Let's Go Fishing. On King, here is James Brown. Lightning Stick, Part 1, backed with Part 2. Out of the Blue, James Brown, backed with That Thing That I Used to Do. There's another James Brown, Ain't It Funky Now, Part 1 and Part 2 on King. Ruth Brown on Atlantic, When I Get You Baby, backed with One More Time. This is Hot Pants Part 1, backed with Hot Pants Part 2 and 3. Elton Britt, My Carolina and Sunshine Girl, backed with The Bitter Taste. Donnie Brooks' Dollhouse, followed by Round Robin. The Brothers Four on Columbia, Chickamauga High Die, backed by Darling, Won't You Wait. Ray Charles is done, so we're off to the Brother Four. Hey, that was good. Let's try that again. Here is a picture sleeve of the Brothers Four in Greenfields. Sweet Roseanne, followed by Frog. Maxine Brown, All in My Mind, backed with Harry Let's Marry. James Brown, Get It Together, Part 1, followed by Get It Together, Part 2. Johnny Burnett, Clown Shoes. The B-side is called The Way I Am. The Bachelors on London, Old Bill. The B-side is Carmine. On Liberty, Johnny Burnett. I got a lot of things to do. Back with Girls. Eddie Barnes and Friend, Like I Love You. Backed with Kookie's Mad Pad. On Columbia, we got the Byrds and Mr. Spaceman. Back with What's Happening. Little Joe Blue, Dirty Work Going On. Backed with Don't Start Me to Talking. Johnny Burnett, I Beg Your Pardon. Backed with Your 16. Johnny Burnett, Cincinnati Fireball. Backed with Dreamin'. Johnny Burnett, I Want to Thank You, Folks. Backed with The Giant. Cab Calloway, Little Child, backed with The Voice. Eddie Calvert, Oh My Papa, and Mystery Street on Essex Records. On the Fire label is Buster Brown, Lost in a Dream, backed with Fannie Mae. Russ Carlisle on ABC Paramount, I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. Back with Stachio Ponduski. Teresa Brewer, A Tear Fell, back with Bo Weevil. Chuck Berry and Never Can Tell, back with Brenda Lee. The Box Tops, Choo Choo Train, backed with Fields of Clover on Mela label. On Era Records, we have Donnie Brooks and Mission Bell. Back with Do It For Me. Back on Mela again, we have the Box Tops and Soul Deep. Backed with the Happy Song. On Atlantic, we have the Cardinals and the Doors Open. Backed with Miserlou. Clarence Carter, Too Weak to Fight, back with Let Me Comfort You. Ace Cannon doing Volare, backed with Looking Back. And here they are again with Cotton Fields. This is a double-sided hits record. Tough is the other side, and I guess that means that's the next track to play. A little instrumental for us. Freddie Cannon on Swan, The Urge, backed with Jump Over. Here's Freddie Cannon again. Quanavaka Choo Choo and Happy Shades of Blue. The Cannonball Adderley Quartet, The Country Preacher, back with Hummin' on Capitol. Cardinals on Mercury, Your Graduation Means Goodbye, back with Bo Weevil on the Mountaintop. David Carroll, Melody of Love, backed with La Galadina. On Goldwax Records, James Carr, Only Fools Run Away, backed with You Don't Want Me. James Carr again, Forgetting You, backed with Pouring Water on a Drowning Man. It's got a misprint to it. Kind of doubled up there. Bob Carroll, songs from Witness for the Protection. Well, Witness for the Prosecution. Excuse me. And Lonely Eyes. Here we have Johnny Carver and Your Lily White Hands, backed with What If It Happened to You. Here's the box tops again with The Letter, backed with Happy Times. Gordon Cash, this is a white label promo DJ copy, Cloud 9 to the Bottom, backed with Wake Me Up. This is on Tambourine label. Freddie Cannon on Warner Brothers, The Dedication Song, backed with Come On, Come On. On Smash, Kathy and Joe, I See You, backed with It's All Over Now. The Crests, 16 Candles, backed with Beside You. Creedence Clearwater Revival on Fantasy, Looking Out My Back Door, backed with Long As I Can See the Light. On Keen Records, Sam Cooke, You Send Me, backed with Summertime. Corky Carpenter and the Billy Boys, this is one of those Tops records, so he's not the original artist. I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive, which is a Hank Sr. song. And I Let the Stars Get in My Eyes. Richard Chamberlain and on MGM, All I Do Is Dream of You, backed with Love Me Tender. One of my all-time favorite 50s and 60s songs, The Cascades, on Valiant, Rhythm of the Rain, backed with Let Me Be. Gene Chandler and Barbara Aiken, From the Teacher to the Preacher, backed with Anywhere But Here. On Brunswick, and it looks like that's going to put us on to the next song as well. Constellation Records, Gene Chandler, Here Come the Tears, backed with Soul Hootenanny Part 2. Also Gene Chandler, Buddy Ain't It a Shame, backed with I'm Just a Fool for You. On Smash, Bruce Channel, If Only I Had Known, backed with Number One Man. The Chantels and Maybe, backed with Come My Little Baby. On Promo Records, Jimmy Charles and Hopscotch Hop, backed with 1,000,000 to 1. Also on Promo Records, Follow the Swallow, backed with The Age of Love. Again, this is Jimmy Charles. Gene Chandler on VJ doing Duke of Earl and Kissing in the Kitchen. On MGM, Richard Chamberlain, True Love, backed with I Will Love You. Ray Charles, Leave My Woman Alone, backed with Lonely Avenue on Atlantic. Ray Charles, You Don't Know Me, backed with Careless Love. Ray Charles, Without Love, Where There's Nothing, backed with No One on ABC Paramount. Ray Charles again, Don't Set Me Free, backed with The Biggest Smile in Town. Looks like we're going to get 2 Ray Charles songs on this little setup. Ray Charles, Just What Am I Living For, backed with Tired of My Tears. Ray Charles Singers, Take Me Along, backed with Walking Lonely. The Coasters on Atco, Charlie Brown and 3 Cool Cats. On Columbia, Buzz Clifford, Babysitting Boogie, backed with Driftwood. The Coasters and Searching, backed with Youngblood. Perry Como and Cupid Doll, backed with Dance Only With Me. Perry Como and Delaware, backed with I Know What God Is. Here's a double-sided A record, hit back-to-back hits on Mercury, the Crew Cuts and Shaboom, backed with their version of Earth Angel. Ray Charles, Hallelujah, I Love Her So, backed with What Would I Do Without You. Chase, Get It On, backed with River. Chubby Checker, Slow Twistin', backed with La Palma Twist. Chubby Checker and Limbo Rock, backed with Popeye the Hitchhiker. The Charms, Heart of Stone, and Who Knows. We are basically at the 20-minute mark, so we're going to let it finish out. And I think that I can squeeze the last of this in one last video. Of course, this is not all of my 50s and 60s. This is just numbers through C's. I don't think it's all of the C's either, but it's a good start. I will be glad to show more later on. But I wanted to, I was in the mood for some 50s and 60s today. And as I was going through them and listening, I thought, you know what? I haven't really truly made a good record video in a while. So it's time to sit down and do just that. Show off what I got. Hope you all have enjoyed this so far. I've enjoyed showing them. One more video to go. Thanks, guys.